This video is for the tackles. First play we run in practice here. This is our tempo time at the beginning of practice. Run kick to the right. So let's talk about this. Okay, play side tackle your gap on doubles. So we should have a TED going to the backside backer. Here we should have a tag call, a tag double team here. Okay. So good Mo's trying to take that guy over into your gap here. Trying to take him over. Okay, Trent, I already talked to you about this. Well, first I'm gonna look at Mosman's feet. Your feet are pretty good, but then you start running. Don't run. Wide base. Okay, look at you. Now you're all tall here. Right there, this is a good position. Okay. Your feet are rooted. You lunge your hips. Okay. You're tall. You're too tall. You need to be lower. Okay, but then you start running. We got to make sure we got a wide base. Okay, your feet could be a little bit wider. You do take 2 steps here, Trent, which is good. Um, but then your feet could be a little bit wider. We're also too tall here. I need your helmet underneath his. Okay. But we also have to have our eyes in our gap. Okay. So if this backer shows up in our gap, we need to come off and block this. Okay. And we miss him, and so he makes the tackle. Okay. Keep our eyes in our gap for the linebacker to trigger. Okay, we run truck left. We skip pull around the garbage. We get vertical. We look inside. There he is. You U him out. That's perfect. Okay. He jump cuts inside. That's good. Okay. Backside. Do we rip across face? You got to get across his face and run. Run, run, run. Okay. You got to get going. Rip across his face. Okay. Run sprint right. Okay. This is where, yep, we try to reach. And if he slants inside, we got to stay on him. Okay. We got to make sure we stay on him. Now, Tommy should be helping you here. Well, it looks like they have a backer stepped up, but he should maybe give a punch there and then come back and block this guy. But you really need to have faster feet here and get on this guy quicker. Okay. We got to make sure we stay on him. Mosman, this is a decent job. I'd like to see you stay on this inside guy more and then come out to this guy late. Okay. Well, that's not bad. Okay, we run counter. Going to run counter right. All right. So uh, gap on double on the front side. So um, we should be doubling, but it looks like this guy crosses his face. So that means he's going to slant inside. So this just turns into a down block. So we're going to wash him down. Okay, that's good. That's what we need to do. Excellent job. Then backside tackle, we wheel and seal. Good job stepping down hard, replacing the guard. Just keep your leverage on the 4 technique. Okay. Here's 50s. Okay, we make an off call on the left side, I believe. Did he walk up at the beginning? Yeah, he did. Yep. So that's fine. If we make a double off call, that's okay. But it looks like when they walked off, they made a fan call on the right side again, which is good. Okay, if we have enough time, we can do that. We can say fan again. Okay. Looks like we kept the off call on the left side. That's fine. So you stay on the 4. That's fine. Now we just can't lose our leverage there. Keep our leverage on the inside if we can. Okay, Trent, looking at you. Stay on him. Okay, look at your feet. That's your first step right there. And that's what puts you behind. Okay. Remember, we got to step out. We can never bring our feet into our center of gravity. We should always be stepping out. Okay. So I should be stepping out and then still keep my feet wide. But I need to make sure I'm stepping out and not bringing my feet underneath myself because that puts me in a bad position. Okay. But once we get here, now we got to run our feet. Once he gets equal with us, now we got to turn and run. Just a little too late. Okay, Mosman, I've talked about this before. Don't turn your shoulders right away because he could beat you with an inside move. Stay as square as you can as you get out to him. Okay, because that's exactly what happened here. He almost beat you with an inside move. Okay, so stay nice and square with your shoulders, punch with the outside hand, and then once he commits outside, you can turn and run. But if he goes anywhere in here, that's why we need to keep our shoulders square. Okay. Trent, good job staying square. Good job staying square. I'd like you to be a little bit more inside leverage here. Okay, here we make a fan call. So once again, Mosman, don't turn your shoulders right away because they might beat you with an inside move. Stay square so you can flatten that out. Don't turn your shoulders right away. Okay? And don't jump out too soon. Okay? Keep that knee to crotch relationship. Attack the inside half of the man. Okay? That's a decent job there, Trent. All right. Jack, you step in, he tries to slant, so you wash him down. That's good. That's what you should do. Okay, once again, Trent, look at your feet. Okay, that's your first step right there. You bring your feet together. That's not good. You need to step out. Okay, okay, first step in, but then you step out with that foot. You can't bring that foot in right away and have this narrow base. You always need to be moving your feet out away, keeping a wide base. Okay, obviously in game night, this guy's going to be rushing harder than that. So that's going to be on Tommy to pick that up since you made that fan call. Okay, boot naked. So we're running kick right. So boot naked right is kick right. We're not pulling the backside guard. We're just blocking kick. Okay, so everyone's gap on double. Okay, blocking back here. Right. So Ethan, watching you. We should take 2 steps. Okay, 1 and 2. Get our head on the play side number and drive them. Okay. Need to get our head in front more, and then we need to run our feet. Run, 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 run. Okay, we can't lose them like that. We need to have more drive to get after this guy. Okay, Gabe, this is a good job here. This is fine what you do. That's good. Really, I think this guy should have stepped down and punched the outside shoulder before he went on a route. That's what he should do on a naked here. But good. We go 50s. Okay, attack inside leverage. Ethan, sit down a little bit more. A little too high. Okay, but you hang in there nice. You got to get your hands inside. You see how you're getting driven back? Because Xavier's hands are inside. You got to get your hands inside. Okay, Gabe, watching you. It's a nice job. Okay, A screen. So we're just staying on our 5 techniques and driving them outside. Drive them out, drive them out, drive them out. Okay, Gabe, what happened here with you? Does he slant in? What's going on? Okay, don't overset here. Remember, we want to try to invite him upfield on this. So here on 58 screen, I'm okay if you turn this way, literally like step back with this foot and invite him upfield. So then you can just run him. Okay? Because this is screen. On screen, invite this guy upfield, up the field so you can drive him out. All right, here. Yeah, just going out to our guys here. So we got a 5 and a 3. It looks like we got a 4 here. I mean, here technically, like you do have a man on and a man outside. So you could, I mean, it's tough because it's a forefront. I told you not to make fan calls on the forefront. So you could make an off call here maybe. If you got this man on and man outside, but it works out. Against against Stu Prague, they're not going to rush that outside guy. Let's watch our steps here though. Good Mosman, so he rushes upfield right away, so you turn and run him. So Trent, it looks like you end up fanning anyways. I don't know if you made a fan call, because Tommy doesn't come out right away. Okay, but against a forefront, I'd prefer us to make a um an off call. Okay, 50s. Now they're lined up in a 30 front. Okay, they're bringing 7, so we got a double off call. Okay, block your inside gap. Okay, good from both sides. That's good. Okay, here we run dart draw. Okay, our rules, play side on backside, so we're blocking out play side. Okay, we're pulling for first ugly jersey in the hole. Okay, really, Xavier should have been blocking this guy harder. You should have been outside Xavier there and getting around that. You do find the first hole, you do get to him, which is good. Okay, unfortunately, we don't get the block on the front side. Okay, this is sprint right, so Trent, we should be trying to reach here, which it looks like we end up doing, but your footwork, I don't know if you were stepping back to reach him on this side. Your feet look like you were just pass setting originally. But I mean, you get your job done. Okay, Mosman watching you. So if you see him step inside hard like that, Mosman, then you can come out late for this guy and get a hand on him. Okay. Okay, 50s. We should be there should be a Larry call here where we're still going out like that. I mean, it works out, but you don't have a man on and away of you, Jack, so you could still go there. Ife could still go there. Trent goes there. Xavier goes there. Okay, we're on trap right. Trap in the 4. Okay, ripping inside. Taking anything that comes to our gap as we work up to FBI. Wheel and seal on the backside. Trent, keep your leverage. Or not Trent, sorry. Jack, keep your leverage. It's a decent job. Gabe ripping up to that backer. What happened there? So Gabe, you can work up to that backside backer if that frontside backer is up on the line of scrimmage. So you could work back here. Okay. Here we run trap again. Jack, good job working to the backside backer because the frontside backer is on the line of scrimmage. Backside tackle, wheel and seal. Okay, this has to be the center's guy. Okay, he should be downing him. Okay, and you're stepping B to C gap here. Okay, but our center didn't block back. Okay, this time we do it right. Okay, he looks like a backside 3. Okay, and you wheel and seal. Here we're ripping up to the backer. See what happens. We rip up to that backer. You get on him. That's great. Gabe watching you backside. Okay, you're trying to cut him off. Here is this. Look at this wall. Right there. There's the kick out. There's the seam. Good. Sorry about the blurriness on this one. Hopefully you guys can see it. Okay. So we're running dart to the right. So our rule is play side on backside. We got a head up guy here, so we got to block him. And then backside tackle, we're pulling up through the hole. If the linebacker's up on the line of scrimmage, then find the first hole and then look inside. Okay. So Gabe, yep, if that happens where he loops inside, then you just got to pick up that next guy there, just like you did. So that's good. Um, and then Mo's watching you. Find the first hole, look inside, block the first guy in it. Okay, toss. So this now toss is where we got to reach to the play side. So you got a 5, you got to reach them, and then releasing to the second level. So Mo's been watching you. Your look at your second step. I know it's kind of blurry, but you step back with your second step. That second step needs to go to the crotch there. Okay, you step back with that second step. That's not good. Second step's got to go to the crotch. Okay, Gabe, if you got a 3 technique here, you got to rip across his face. Okay, he's in your gap. He's lined up in your gap. You need to rip across his face as you get to the second level. Okay, you can't let him beat you in that gap. You got to get flat and rip across his face. Okay, here we're on power. Power to the right. Okay. So we got a 5 technique here. So remember, your rule is gap on. If there's a guy in the gap, you have to down him. Okay, or you're tagging it with the guard. But since he's a 2, since he's head up here, you can make that Ted call, okay? The backside tackle, you're wheeling and sealing. Okay, Trent, good job having your eyes up on the linebacker. That linebacker triggers. You can come off and block them. That's great. Okay, and there's the wall. There's the kick out. Okay, Mosman watching you. You step down hard, replace the guard, block out on the 5, keep your leverage. Okay, we run boot. Once again, if this guy's a 5, Trent, okay, we're gonna log the first guy outside the tackles, so you could step down here to the B gap because that's the guy that we're gonna log. Okay, that's the guy that Xavier is trying to get to that you're blocking there. Okay, I've covered that before. Okay, Ethan, you got to wheel and seal on boot, so you got to be stepping inside, blocking this 3 technique who comes free. That's got to be you. You got to step down and replace the guard. I've covered that before too. Okay, here I don't know what play we're running up front here. Because we're going 2 different ways. I think we're supposed to be running kick to the left, I'm assuming. Kick left, reverse right. Maybe? Yeah, it must be what it is. Okay, so we got a tag. Okay, I think we're gonna have a cage, and then you just got this guy to yourself backside. So Ethan watching you, you're blocking down, trying to shove that guy over into the guard's gap. That's pretty good. I like your steps there. You're shuffling down. You could be lower on the hip. You get more movement that way. Okay, and then Trent, you're blocking down. Get your hands inside though, and then you reach them late. Okay, we run power pass, which is just like boot. So, I say boot, we're running counter on the front side. When we run power pass, we're actually running counter up front. Okay, the backside guard is kicking out, so we are running counter. So Trent, you got a 4? Yep. So you base them just like you normally would. You're just too high. Okay, you're too high. You don't get your hands inside, so you get stalemated right here on the line of scrimmage. Okay, you got to get your hands inside. Okay, you need to win that battle. Mosman, good job wheeling and sealing. Okay, 50s. They're in a forefront here. Okay, we could make an off call here. I think we end up sliding this direction. No, we still slide to the right here. But you could make an off call. Oh, this is the 200s play. Sorry. So this is where we keep the H in. So yeah, we don't make an off call. So you're right here. You don't need to make it because the H is there. The block, you block head on. Okay, everything else is great. We all block this the right way, which is good. Step inside, Trent. That's good. You're doing a good job there. Mosman, you step in. You block. That's a good job there. Okay, next play. Jack, on truck, if you're on the backside or on toss, even, you need to be ripping across his face. Because look how he could easily be making this tackle right here. If there's a guy in your gap, you need to rip across his face as you work up. Okay, we got it. This is truck. Okay. You need to rip across his face. You can't work this way. You got a guy in your gap, you got to rip across the face. Trent, you got to get more vertical. Okay, once you get around this stuff, you got to get vertical right away. You kind of get too wide, okay, as everything crashes down, and then you got to look inside. Okay, you skip around. Right now, I got to start getting vertical because a linebacker could run underneath you. Okay, we can't flare out. Okay, running power. So must have made a tag call here, which is good. So you block down and then you try to work up to the backer. Just got to keep your feet. That's why we got to shuffle. Do you shuffle? No, you turn and run. And that's why you lose your feet. Okay, instead of shuffling down and punching the hip, you're running. Okay, and then you actually hit Gabe in the back and then you fall down. Okay, we need to shuffle our feet so we stay up. Okay, yeah, this is a tough deal. So try to reduce your splits on this two technique. Really, our center needs to be blocking down on this too. Okay, our center should not be going front side. He needs to be going back. I don't know why he's going front side. Okay, he needs to be blocking back on that two technique and helping you out. So that's on our center. He needs to be blocking back. Okay, we run trap right. Good. We kick first guy outside the guard, on or outside the guard. So it's this four. So you rip in, wheel and seal on the back side, rip inside. E-phase just too wide on this play, but both you guys do your job. Gabe, good job going back out for that backer. It's exactly what you should do. If that backer goes out, you go out with them. That's great. Good. Look back in. Okay, we run counter. So Trent, you got that guy by yourself. Okay, now you kind of get picked here because that guy gets washed right into you, which happens. Okay, Ethan, on counter, you have to step down and replace the guard. You have to wheel and seal. Excuse me. Okay. With that, I think I'll be done here because I got to move on to some other place or to some other positions.